What's up, everybody? Josh Powell here. You're watching Amateur Pool. And today we've got a tap league match for you. This is a skill level 6 versus skill level 4. So it's myself versus Ricky Wrathell. Ricky's a skill level 4. I'm a skill level 6. We've got a 6-3 race. I just won the leg, so Ricky's going to prepare the rack, which I magically edit out. And here I go with the break. I'm going to hit that second ball break with a little bottom right spin. My goal is to bring the cue ball off the rail and back into the rack. And like that. It was a good solid strike, but it does not look like anything fell. So it was a dry break for me. That's going to bring Ricky up to the table. We're going to see what Ricky's got here in this match, guys. I remember the outcome. I played this one a few weeks back. I've been behind on my matches getting them posted because I had that tournament and I had to post a bunch of matches from the tournament. So I've got a few matches that are going to be several weeks old. So we'll get them out as fast as we can. Don't forget I work a full-time job as well. So if you want to support, you can absolutely do so. Buy some short rail merch. The link is in the description for that. And I appreciate you guys just being here watching. That means a lot. So Ricky's going to start with stripes. He just made that 10 ball. I think I missed his first shot because it was, oh no, that might have been his first shot. He's going to shoot this 12 ball next. What's he going to shape here? And he came all the way up table, I think, for the 15. Came a little far, but that's okay. He can still shoot that 15 if he wants. He's got a good shape from here to get to the 13, and I think a stop shot on the 13 will leave him the 11 ball, which will break out his 11-14, which is really his problem areas. That and the 9 ball, which I think he's going to end up having to bank the 9 ball if he gets all the way out. Okay, he drew back on that. Now he does not have that shot on the 11. So he's going to try to cut that 9 ball up table. It must go past the 2. I didn't think it did. Must go past the 2. It does. But he missed it. He hit it a little fat. Caught too much rail. 9 ball stuck in the jaws, which is bad news for me because now my 2 ball and my 1 ball are blocked up. You know, they're both near that pocket. He's got that pocket under control. So that puts a real damper on my situation. Not to mention, I don't have a great starter shot here. I'm looking at starting with this 1 ball. It's a tough cut, man. You know, it's pretty hefty shot for your very first shot of the match. Let's see if I can do it. If I can do it, I might hit that 9 ball right out of the way. I did hit the 9 ball, did not hit it out of the way, but I also missed the shot, so it really didn't matter, you know? You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. Already know, bro. All right, Ricky back cut that 9 ball in. It was pretty much in the pocket already. All you had to do was give it a little tappy tap. And it fell, but now he's in trouble. He might be able to play the 11 off of the 6, but I don't think it'll go past the 7. Yeah. All he did was break it up, and that honestly was not a bad play for him at his skill level. Just break him up. And force your opponent to do something. So now my 2-5 are jacked up. They're stuck together. So really, if I want to win this game, I've got to do something about the 2-5. And I've got to do it quick. So if I start with this 7, which it looks like I'm going to, that's going to open his pocket. Both of his balls go into that pocket. So if I start with this one, I almost have to run out. But that was a great way to start because I came back and hit his stripe into my solids and busted out my problem area. But I got an unlucky roll, and I don't think I came away with a shot here. And that's trouble right there. Now, I made the breakout. I just didn't foresee the leave and did not come away with a shot. Happy Monday, guys. I'm recording this here on a Monday, so hope everyone's having a good start of their week. Whatever day of the week you're watching it, though, happy that day. You know what I mean? Happy that day. I went for the bank on the 3. Missed the bank. Glad that 3 ball did not fall in on the way back. Had it fallen in, that would have opened his pocket. Since it stayed in the pocket, it's a very lucky roll for me. And now it makes his life a lot tougher. He got rid of it. He said, I don't want your ball in my pocket, bro. So he made his ball into my ball and got rid of my ball. Now his pocket's open again. So I've got to do something, man. I've got to get my stroke working. My stroke does not look great so far. Definitely does not look great. Doesn't even look good. Let's forget about great, you know. I'd be happy with good right now. All right, I'm going to shoot the 4 ball. I'm probably going to draw it straight back a little bit. Probably trying to shape the 1 is likely what I'm doing. Oh, I drew it way back. There was no need for all that draw, little Timmy. There was no need to draw it back that far, you know. I think that was, I didn't trust my stroke, so I put extra power into it. And that's when your stroke works, you know. So the ball came backwards. He tried to back cut that 11. It was not easy. And he missed it, but left it hanging in the pocket. So, man, he's given me a couple opportunities now, and I need to do something with them. As of yet, I have not, you know. I have not so far. It's been a pretty bleak first rack, if you ask me, so far. It's not been pretty. I'm going to try to go ahead and just make that 4 ball rail first. Ooh, and I hit the rail and the 4 at the same time, which killed the momentum on the cue ball, and it stayed right there. Now, I'm in trouble, you know. I'm in trouble, guys. I was hoping to look good, and now I look bad, you know. It's just the way it goes sometimes, man. Just the way it is. I think I'm trying to cut that 5 into the side, unless I'm trying to put it down past his 11. It might go past his 11. Oh, that was so far off, guys. That shot was what the Spanish call El Horrible, you know. Was not a good shot. Not a good shot. So he's looking to make the 14 here, I believe, which is a good shot because that 11 ball makes it a big pocket. He did. And the 11, he hit it with good speed, so the 11 ball stayed in front of the pocket when he made it. Now he's got a good shot on the 11. All he's got to do is get on his 8. Ooh, came way up table. Got a good little kiss on the 6, which stopped the cue ball. Now he's got a better shot than he would have for sure. Still not the easiest cut in the world, you know. It's riding the rail. I don't think the 8 ball's frozen on the rail, but it's close. And it's that awkward cut. When your stroke's not working great, this is one of the first shots you start missing. I know from experience, bro. That Veronica Vaughn. I know from experience. If you know that movie, leave me a comment down below. Willing to bet there's going to be some of you guys who know that movie. Oh, he made the cut. Tricky Ricky's looking good so far. Took the first game. He's only got to get to 3, guys. I got to get to 6. Now he only needs 2, and I still need 6. You know? Not easy being cheesy, man. Lucky for me, he broke dry, so I got a crack at the table here. I'm looking to get a run out going because that's what I need. I need to loosen my arm up. I need to feel some confidence. Confidence is really what it boils down to, if you ask me. You know, when you're shooting bad, you lose your confidence, then it's hard to fully trust your stroke. And if you don't trust your stroke doesn't work. You know what I mean? If you don't trust it, you're going to have hesitation and flaws in your stroke, guys. So confidence, to me, in my personal opinion, confidence is 75% of how well you play pool. If you're confident and you feel good, you play good, guys. You know, and as of right now, I have not seen a lot of confidence in myself on this match so far. So Josh, up there, over there, wherever you're at, I think you're over there. Get your stuff together, bro. Get your stuff together. All right, I'm going to cut that 15 into the side, probably with a little top. I don't necessarily want to hit I hit that 15 too thick, which not only made me miss the shot, but also had me run into the 4 ball. I wanted to avoid that 4 ball and go around it, I'm fairly sure, because I could have had opportunities for shots had I not ran into that 4 ball. He's going after the 7. That's a little tricky shot. It's just like the 8 he just made. He missed that one, though. He made the 8 on the last rack. So he's given me yet another opportunity. Let's see if I squander it or if I do something with it, you know? It all boils down to how you feel and how you shoot, man. Okay, that was not a bad shot. It kind of wiped its feet on the way and it wasn't clean. I didn't hit a real smooth stroke, but it was good enough to make the ball and break out my 14-11. So now I got to be careful here because I don't think I have a shot on the 11 right now, so I'm going to have to shoot the 15, but I need to come down and shape the 11, and I'd like to be straight on it because if I stop shot on the 11, okay, I put inside English, but I hit that way too hard. Way too hard. Now I have basically the same shot on the 11 that I just had a minute ago, only it's a little bit further away. I'm not sure the 11 goes past the 5, though. I don't think it does. Nah. It didn't look like it did. I mean, it may have. Maybe at the table it looked like it did. From our camera angle, did not look like it did. So I'm giving Ricky yet another opportunity to go ahead and destroy me, as he's been doing so far. He makes a good, solid shot on that 3 ball. Sets up for the 1. Or he's going to shoot the 4 first. I like this because the 4 is a little bit tight with the 11 sitting there. So get it out of the way now. I like this. Smart shot. Just draw it back slightly. Oh, he missed it. Oh, he had to jack his stick up, which makes your stroke less accurate, man. And that's, I'd be willing to bet that's why he missed that shot. You know, with a level stroke, I don't think he misses that shot. But when you jack your stick up, it makes your stroke a little bit more difficult, and it's easy to put some flaws in there, you know, some little bit movement or something like that, because that's not the stroke you're used to playing. That's why. Okay, looks like I'm cutting the 14 into the side. I go around the 1 ball here. I have to. I missed the shot, though, man. Missed the shot, bro. Yeah, guys, it's more of the same. And I'll tell you, in real life, like current time, remember this match that I'm commentating right now was played, I think it was over 3 weeks ago. It was almost a month ago. Played just before I did my tournament, but I wanted to get those tournament matches out all in a row so that way people could watch them. But so I've got several league matches to post, but this one was close to 4 weeks ago. And currently, right now in real time, I'm shooting a lot better. But there was a stretch back then when I'm playing this match where I was struggling, man. I was struggling for a few weeks on end. So it's, you know, it is what it is, man. It's what you call a grind. You got to grind it when you're struggling like that. You got to grind it out until you feel better, man. I'm trying to rail jump here, I think. Yeah, I was trying to rail jump and just with 0 success. I didn't follow through my stroke, so the ball got no jump off the rail. You know, in order for rail jump to work, you really have to stroke through the ball. You have to put that top spin on it to get that cue ball to jump off the rail. If you don't stroke through the ball, it won't work. And that's the same with most every shot, but especially that rail jump, man. If you don't stroke through it, it ain't gonna work, you know? As my grandpapa used to say, if you don't stroke through it, it ain't gonna work. Just kidding, my grandpappy never said that, guys. I made it up. I lied to you, and I feel bad about lying to you a little bit, but not that bad. I'll probably do it again in the future sometime. But as of right now, I'm going to apologize. Then we'll move on. We'll move on from there. You know? We'll move on. All right, Ricky's putting in the work. He's wanting to beat me again. I know he wants to win this second rack as well. He won the first rack. He only needs 3 total. You know, if he wins the second one, he'll be on the hill. And I'll still have all 6 that I need to win. Made a good shot on that 7, but I don't think he's getting on the 4. He did. He got a look at the 4. It's not the easiest shot in the world from here, but he got a good look at it. He's going to have to thin cut it over in what we're seeing as a top left corner pocket. I think it's that one up there, if I'm sticking right up there. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe over there. I don't know. I don't know exactly where I'm at yet. I'm not on the screen, you know. Oh, he just hit it a little bit fat, man. Left it in the pocket, though, and look at the jelly roll he got, man. he hit that 8 just enough where he's blocking me up from both of those shots, or both balls rather. So I don't think I have a shot here. I really don't think I have a shot. I think I remember what I do here, though. I'm going to roll the 8 ball right up onto the 11 and use the 14 to cut off his cue ball. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a great play because now he has to break them up. There's nowhere he can make that ball clean that I can see. He has to try to break them up. So, and a skill level 4 shouldn't be able to control the cue ball well enough to be precise, and this kind of thing ends up happening. So, made a pretty good defensive maneuver there. I mean, I wouldn't play that same shot against a higher skill level for sure, but when you're playing a lower skill level, which I seem to be doing a lot of lately, that's a good maneuver if you think you can get away with it. So now I have ball in hand. I'll just make that 14 with a stun, leave myself straight on the 11 in the upper right corner, and I'll stun off this one as well and play the 8 in the right side pocket. I should be out here, guys. Fingers crossed. You know, the way I'm shooting, you just never know. Ah, this looks good. This looks good. Pretty okay. This should set us up for a 1-to-1 match, guys. Should be 1-to-1. Oh, he reminded me I needed to mark the pocket. So most of the time, everyone I've played in tap so far, they're cool just calling it, you know. Hey, but he was like, hey, you going to mark that? So I said, sure. I went and grabbed my drink, my Powerade, man, set my big old Powerade up there and marked the pocket. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, some people do that. Maybe he was trying to shark. I don't know. You know, you never know. It is a shark technique to talk to somebody about something when they're down, getting ready to shoot the 8 ball, but I don't know if that was his intention, you know. And you see, he's a real nice guy. I'd like to think that wasn't his intention, and it probably was not, but you never know. You never know, man. You know, people want to win. When people want to win, they want to win. It's just the way it goes. Not a sponsor, guys. It's not a sponsor. Founders Brewery, not a sponsor. But if you want to, hit me up. Founders All Day IPA, hit me up. Hit me up, bro. All right, I'm going to shoot that 6. Stop there for the 3. I like this. Where do I shape from here, though? Because the 13's blocking that particular pocket. So I think I'd put a little left spin on this and try to come 2 rails. Ooh, I underhit that. Yeah, I underhit it, but I got lucky and blocked the pocket. But I lifted up. If you rewind the tape and look back, you'll see I let off my stroke and lifted up. Like I hesitated. It's all about that confidence, guys. I had no confidence in my shot there. So in the middle of shooting, I kind of lifted up and pulled back on my stroke. And just wasn't good, man. Just not good. I mean, there's, you know, I can only say it so many times. Just wasn't a very good shot. It is what it is. All right, I'm going to play the 7-13-3. That opens up all my problems because I think the 4 goes past the 15 into the top left corner pocket. So now my balls are opened up. The 1, I think, goes past the 13 into the top right pocket. Is that what I'm shooting right now? I don't really like that from this distance. From this distance, this shot is very missable. It's not the easiest shot in the world from here. Plus, I can't really hold it there for the 4. I don't like this shot. I went ahead and shot it anyway, regardless if I like it or not, you know. And I did pretty well making it, but now my 14's still there. I guess I can use either the 5 or the 2 to shape the 4. It's just a little bit tougher. I think I called it the 14 a minute ago. It's the 4. Okay, that wasn't a bad roll shot. You know, that took a pretty confident stroke to make that shot. So if I can play this, I can play this with either stun left and try to come 1 rail down to that shape for the 4, or I can play it with right spin, whether it be top right, I think top right, or just straight right, and come 2 rails around. I played it with stun left and went 1 rail. Got there too, man. That wasn't bad at all. That was not too shabby. Okay, my stroke's looking a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Not great yet, you know, but a little bit better. Oh, I underhit this maybe? Yeah, I underhit it a little bit. I still have the cut, but now the 10 ball's kind of in the way because my cue balls, once I make the cut, my cue ball is going to want to drift over and hit that 10. I could potentially even scratch in that side pocket. Man, this shot's a lot tougher than it needed to be. I'll tell you that right now, this shot is a lot tougher than it needed to be. If I would have just hit that last shot on the 4 ball a little bit harder, I would have been perfect on this 8. Instead, you know what I'm saying? I'm fighting, grinding, trying to make this out. Oh, and just undercut it, man, and hit the long rail, not the short rail. I hit the long rail and left it in the pocket. But Ricky is coming up with a wide open table. He's got 4 balls left plus the 8, and everything is wide open. There's nothing to break out. Everything has a pocket that's fairly accessible and not too hard to shape. There's a good chance, man, he may take this rack. That was a good shape. Got him on the 11. He's got to be careful here about how to get on this 15. The 15 becomes his trouble ball right now because I have the 8 blocking that other pocket. He got a good angle here. If he can just draw to just above that left side pocket, he'll have a good shot on that 15. Straight draw, nice smooth stroke. Yeah, he got there. He hit it a little too hard though. So the cue ball bounced back over to the other side of the table and he missed the shot. So I think, yeah, as fast as I got down on that, I can make the 8. There it is, guys. So I'm up 2-1. So now it's a 4-2 race. I've got to win 4. He's got to win 2 from here. Do that second ball break again, a little bit of bottom, a little bit of right. And for the people who ask about that piece of felt, it's a piece of felt I put under the cue ball when I'm breaking. That piece of felt, we call it a brake pad. All it does is it protects the felt. If you look at a pool table, the spot everybody breaks from, there's a bunch of white divot marks in there. And that felt that you put underneath the ball stops that from happening. So all it does is it saves the felt a little wear and tear and makes it last a lot longer. It makes it play better longer before it has to be replaced. So a lot of people around here where I'm at, in the Metro Detroit area, north of Metro Detroit area, Lapeer, Flint, a lot of people use a brake pad, especially when they have Simonis felt, because it's not cheap. You know, it's not cheap to replace that felt, so you want to make it last as long as you can. So I get a lot of comments from people asking what that felt is that I'm putting under the ball. That's the scoop, bro. That's the inside scoop. All right, so I'm going to shoot at this 9 ball. I'm probably going to drift forward for the 15, I would imagine. Ooh, why did I? Oh, I came all the way up for the 12. That makes sense. That makes sense. I didn't see the 12 there at first, and I thought to myself, geez, Josh, why'd you hit it so hard? Now I see the 12, and it makes sense. I'm going to play this 1 rail back out to the center of the table for the 15 in the side. I didn't want this angle, though. I wanted to get more straight. That way I could roll forward from here and shape the 10. I might still be able to do it, but I don't think so. What I could do is shoot the 15 right there and stop. And that's going to leave me a shot on the, I think it's the 11 ball, right where my big head's at. If you could see through my big head right now, yeah, it's a 13 ball. So if I do a stop shot here or just roll forward slightly, I think I'll have a shot on that 13. But I've got to get to the 10 though. That's the one I need to get to is the 10 ball. Okay, I played it 3 rails and underhit it, man. I underhit it. I think I was trying to shape the 11. That would make sense. Or I just didn't get my shape correctly at all because I was trying to come into like the 13 ball and shape the 13 ball. So one of the two, either I underhit it or I was way off, you know. The way I've been shooting so far, I might think it's the latter. I might have been way off on that. Just never know. You never know. I don't even know, and I'm the one who played this match because it was a while back. So I can't even remember, guys. Can't even remember. What am I doing here? I don't have a shot on this 11. I don't understand. Am I playing safety? Jeez. Well, I got him right behind the 13, and I left him a combo for the 4-5. I must have been trying to play a safety, but I didn't see it here when I'm commentating. I didn't see a good safety to be played there. I mean, the way I played it may have been the best turnout that it could have had, but geez, look, I still left him in pretty easy combo. I mean, I say easy because the 5 ball is literally in the pocket, you know? Yeah, I didn't expect him to miss it. Didn't expect him to miss that shot. Customary yawn, guys. Every time I commentate, I yawn. I think it's because I talk so much. And it just makes me yawn. Shoot. Losing too much air. Whatever that stuff. What's that stuff called? What do we breathe? Oxygen. That's the word I was looking for, little Timmy. I appreciate the help. Thanks for the support on that one, you know? Thanks for the support. All right, Ricky's trying to figure out what he wants to do next. Let's see what he's going to do. Oh, he's calling over there. He's going to bank the 3. I think the 13's in the way for that, though. I don't think he can really make this legit. Yeah, he hit the 13. I don't mind. I don't mind him hitting the 13, although he didn't leave me a great shot here. Left me a super thin cut on the 13. And it's not bad because the future is bright in it, which means if I make this, I should come away with either a shot on the 11 or the 10. All I got to do is go straight back and forth. I lift it up again, you know? No confidence in myself, no confidence in my stroke, and that's the result right there, guys. I lifted up. I was in the middle of stroking and pulled back, lifted up. Got to stay down and finish that stroke, man. Really, just like I said earlier, it boils down to the confidence. If you're confident in your stroke, it's easy to stay down on it. When you're second guessing yourself, it's easy to pop up. He got a good jelly roll here, man. He missed his shot on the 3, but look where he left me, man. I'm probably going to call the 13 in with the 3, but my goal here is probably just to leave the cue ball on the back rail. But I'm sure I'll call the 13 in with the 3 just in case. Yeah. Now, I didn't get all the way to the rail, so his shot on the 6 is a lot easier than it should have been. If I would have got him frozen to that back rail, this shot right here on the 6 would have been real tough. You know, it's still not the easiest shot in the world, but it's a lot easier than it could have been had I got him on the rail. See, he's jacking the stick up too. That makes it even tougher, man. But look at the roll again, man. The 6 ball ended up blocking my 10. Now I don't have a pocket for my 10. Man, when it rains, it pours. You know, I find that a lot. Comment, let me know if that happens to you. When you're not shooting good, do you seem to get unlucky rolls a lot as well? And then when you're shooting good, I tend to get lucky rolls. It's so weird. When I'm shooting well, I end up getting a lot of rolls. Like even if I end up missing something, I get a good roll. You know, but when I'm shooting bad or I'm struggling, my opponent seems to get the good rolls. It's just weird, man, how it happens that way. I don't know why. It may not be true for you guys. I don't know. That's the way it works. It feels like it works for me. I may be just seeing it different too. Who knows? Who knows? I know I don't know. I don't know much. But I'm not going to keep singing. I'm not going to do it, guys. You know, it's not karaoke night. It's league night. Okay. Just played him back to the rail again. I tried to get him on the rail completely. So he has a couple shots. but they're not super easy shots. So I was playing a loose safety, not even a safety, we call it containment. And it worked out great for me this time because not only did he miss, but he moved my trouble ball. So now my trouble ball is more in the open. The challenge is I've got to make this 13, and it's not easy. So I've got to make the 13 and follow forward enough to where I can see the 10 in the side below the 2 ball, or what we're looking at the table as above the 2 ball. So I want to roll this forward and come down almost to that bottom or that top short rail up there. That way I can get a good shot on this 10. It's the only way. It's the only way, guys. You know, it's the only way. Ooh, I'm not sure I got there. A little bit further would have been even better. I'm not sure I got all the way down below that 2 ball. We'll have to see. Stay tuned and find out, you know. Don't be getting ready to skip. I see you over there getting ready to skip. Oh, I could make it. I could make it, but I underdrew it, man. I needed to draw that over more and bounce off this side rail and give myself a shot on the 8, but I didn't hit it quite enough. And now I'm looking at a bank. It's the only thing, really. I'm going to bank it cross-side. That's all I got. That's all I got. You notice I'm not marking the pocket anymore, I don't think? Oh, yeah, I am. I laid something up there. Laid my vape, I think. Oh, just missed the bank. That one might cost me. He's got a starter on this too. It's a long shot, but he's not on the rail. He's not hindered. He should be able to make this. Shaping the 6 or the 1's a little tricky from here, though, to be honest. It's a little tricky. He played it smart, just clenched up the shot, clutched up the shot, made the shot, and now he's got himself a tough shot on the 6 ball, though. Good news is if he just strokes it firm with center ball, the cue ball should stun off of that rail and back over for a short side shape on the 1. It was going that way, but he hit the 6 too thick. That A slowed the cue ball down so he didn't get his shape, and B caused him to miss a shot. So he left me a pretty easy chip in on the 8. So now your boy should be up 3-1. Man. I'm fighting. I'm fighting for every game here, guys, you know? This is what you call grinding it out. Doing the best I can with what I got. And what I got right now is a scratch in the side pocket off the break. Oy vey, you know? That sucks. That sucks, bro. So now he has ball in hand behind the line in the kitchen. If you watch my latest short. In the kitchen, bro. Well, actually, it's not my latest short. It's a couple shorts back. But I explain, I show what the secrets of the kitchen are. And that short, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Ignore me. Or go watch. Either way. I might have another sip. You know? I'm going to have another sip. All right. He decided to take solids. Made a shot, but look at where he ended up, man. He's frozen up to the 6 ball. Now he's in a tough way. He's in a tough spot. He's going to try to cut the 6 into the side. Tried to bank it, it looked like, not cut it. Both ways were tough. Both ways were tough. Calling the 9. Nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong with this. There's a lot of options to shape here. I'm not sure what I'm going to shape. Oh, I can't see the 9 clean. I'm playing a carom into the 9. That's tough. Tough acting to nacting right there, guys. I couldn't even see. Man, see, that's what I mean. When you're not playing good, when you're not playing well, sorry for all you English people out there, English majors, when you're not playing well, you get bad rolls. Or your opponent gets good rolls. Same difference. Same difference. He made a great cut on that ball. Rewind the tape and check that out, man. He made a great cut there. Now he's going to cut this 3 into the side, which was nice and easy because my 13 gave him a backstop. So even if he didn't hit it right, it still goes in off my 13. He's going to try to bank the 1, which is a smart shot. It's not an easy shot, but it's smart because his 1's in trouble right now, and this gets it out of trouble. And he made it. What a good shot, Ricky. Great shot, my man. And if you have the gap in between the 10 and the 13 to make your 5 right now, you're basically a pimp. You can make it a straight top, come 2 or 3 rails back towards the center of the table. Oh, you hit the rail first. You didn't have the gap. You had the gap to hit the rail in front of the 5, not to actually make the 5. So here we go. I better get off the pot or take a dump. One of the two. You know what I mean? The old saying, poop or get off the pot, bro. Not much to talk about here, man. I just got to make my shots and shape. The only thing I got to worry about is the 11. What is that? The 11, or I'm sorry, the 15-9. I think it's the 15-9. I don't think it's the 11. Those are the only ones I really got to worry about. I've got to do something with them. I've got to break them up, which I tried to do right there, but came at it too deep and came off the bottom of that 15 ball and scratched. I think it was the 11 ball. It looks like I can see it clearer now. It was the 11 ball, not the 15, guys. I don't know why Timmy told me it was the 15. I knew better. I knew it wasn't the 15. You know, I was just testing you guys out there. See if you knew what ball it was. That's all I was doing. That's it. So here goes Ricky. Okay, he made the 5, but luckily my 9 is blocking the 8, and I literally see no place he can actually make this ball. I guess if he were to kick off the bottom rail, hit the side of the 8, and bank the 8 off the long rail back over cross side, that might be his only option of actually making the ball. But again, it's not realistic. So I don't see any real way he can make this shot. Yeah. I mean, he just tried to bank it. He was hoping it wouldn't hit the 8, but of course it was always going to hit the 8 on that bank. But look at the leaf. He left me a thin cut on the 9, which is what I have to shoot here, really. Or he left me... What am I doing? Am I trying to play a safety? I think I'm trying to play a safety. Oh, I underhit that. That's bad. No rail there. Ball in hand. On the 8 ball. I don't even know why I'm making him shoot it, but I was disgusted with myself, and I was making him shoot it to give myself more time to cool off because I was mad at myself for doing that, guys. Hesitated, pulled back on the stroke, didn't hit it nearly hard enough, and not only did I not get the safety, but I didn't even hit a rail and gave him ball in hand. El horrible, bro. All right, he went with a center ball break. Got a good-looking spread on it, but nothing fell. Seems to be a common theme in this match, man. There is no... nobody's making anything on the break, it seems like. You know? Just an observation. Just my observation. That's it. All right, so I need to really think about this. He's on the hill. He only needs 1 game. I still need 3. I really got to get my stroke together, man. If I'm going to have a chance to win this match, I've got to get my stroke right. I took the solids, the stripes. Started with the gimme in the side pocket. Now I'm going to try to squeeze that 13 past the 14. It must go. It looks pretty tight from here, but it must go because I called it with authority. I was like, bang, right there, boy. I'm going to put it in that corner pocket. So it must at least have a chance to go because I was acting like I was confident. Even though we can tell in my stroke here, I definitely was not confident. I was confident enough to make that shot, though. So went ahead and made it. And now does the 15 go in the corner off of the 14? It might. It's definitely not an easy shot, but it might go. Instead, I'm going to play the 11-9 combo. You know, I like to make it tough on myself. I like to make it tough. Ooh, I made it. I made it. But now what? Josh. All right. The only thing I got here, unless the 11 goes past the 3 into the corner, which I don't think it does, so I'm probably going to play the 11 or try to play the 11 off of the 15. It's really all I got. It's really all I got. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. That's what I tried to do and failed miserably. You know what I mean? Failed miserably. But I tried at least. At least I tried. At this point, I'm probably just begging Ricky to put me out of my misery, man, because it is miserable. It's miserable when you shoot like that, guys. But these are the times you hate the game, you know? And then you have a good game or a real good game and you shoot good and then you love it again. You love it all over again. It's a love-hate relationship, really, you know? All right, he's going to shoot the 6. He'll probably just stop it right there for the 1 in the side, I would imagine. Or he could stop it for the 4. He's got the 1 in the side. He drew it back, almost got himself behind the 8, but he didn't. So now he's got the 1 in the side, and that's going to lead him to the 4 in the corner pretty easily. All he's got to do is make sure he focuses on making the shot. But you see his stick is jacked up a bit. He still made the shot. All right, now he can get rid of this 2 ball first and then come down for the 4. That's what I would do. Put a little left spin on this one. Originally, I was thinking to save the 2 ball as your key ball because it's up table, and that gives you a good shape to shoot the 8 down table. But he landed on it so good there, I would have done the same thing. I would have shot it, but I would have tried my best not to hook myself behind the 8 like he did, you know. Makes it a lot tougher to win when you hook yourself behind the 8. All right, he's calling a kick on the 7 to what we see as our bottom left corner pocket. He almost got the carom off the 8 to get it to go that way, but yet again, guys, jelly roll. You know what I mean? Jelly roll. And that's, you know, I'm not hating on the fact he's getting good rolls. I'm just pointing it out because it always happens when you're shooting bad, your opponent gets the rolls. And when you're shooting well, you get the rolls. It goes back and forth. But the better you shoot, the luckier you get. You know, it's like the old thing Efren Bata Reyes used to say. The more I practice, the luckier I get. That's true, man. Because the better you're playing, the luckier you get. All right, he's going to try to thin cut the 4. All the way into that corner pocket. I'm not so sure about this one. It's a tough shot. He tried it and scratched. Okay, that's what I needed. I needed that scratch to get myself in gear. I've got 4 balls here, plus the 8. I've got one little trouble patch with the 11-14, but I've also got ball in hand, so I could start right here. Ooh, I don't like starting this way. There's a good chance of coming away with a weird shape. I like kind of starting with the 12 and following into it. That one turned out okay. I don't mind what happened here. So I'm looking at the 11 next. I should just make this with left spin and come 3 rails back towards the center of the table. Towards the center of the table. I want to preserve the angle to get on the 14 here. So I don't want to be at the center of the table. I want to be before the center of the table. That way I can make the 12 with bottom, come off the rail and back up for the 14. All I do is make this with left. Well, I put right on it. I knew it was going to run to the ball with right spin. I don't know why I did that, guys. I'm not so sure why I put right spin on it, but it's kind of the way it goes. When you're struggling with your stroke, you're not seeing things clearly. Just facts of life, man, when you're an amateur pool player. It's part of an amateur's repertoire, unfortunately. So I got a little tough shot here. I got to squeeze it past the set. Oh, I wasn't even shooting at it. I thought I was shooting the 14 or the 12, whatever it is. I thought I was shooting the 12. Instead, I shot the 14. I like shooting the 12 first. I like that better, really, in real life. All right, Ricky's looking good to take this match right here, guys. If he makes this 4, he'll have a nice, easy shot on the 8 and the side, and that's going to be our ball game, man. Yep, good shape, man. He's got me here, guys. Listen, I appreciate everybody out there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, man. If you want to support what I'm doing, or even if you don't want to support what I'm doing, but you like the merch, man, get yourself some short rail merch, guys. Link is in the description. Got some color options, not a ton of color options yet, but we will have more in the future, and a couple different designs, man. This is one of them. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you need a perimeter billiard light, my discount code is in the description. Save yourself some money. And thanks for spending about 45 minutes with your boy. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.